Okay, so for my lesson, I am doing it over figurative language, and it's for about fifth graders. I made a PowerPoint just to show what the smartboard would look like, because obviously I don't have access to a smartboard right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and start. So I'd start off with telling the class we're going to learn about figurative language today. Figurative language, authors use many types of figurative language in order to help the reader visualize and understand what they're writing. Today we're going to go over the figurative language metaphor, simile, alliteration, onomatopoeia, personification, and hyperbole. So a metaphor is comparing two nouns that are not alike. It is raining cats and dogs. Simile, using the words like or as to compare two nouns that are not alike. I'm as sick as a dog. So this is where the whiteboard or the smartboard comes in for the students. Sort the similes and metaphors. So on the smartboard, there's the option, you can move them with your pen to the correct column. So I'd have a column of similes and a column of metaphors, and I would have a student come up and put "you're as cool as a cucumber" in whatever column they thought. There's 6 problems right here, so I would have 6 students come up. I would never pick the same student. And then we would discuss it, if there was one that was wrong or one that was tricky that they didn't quite get. Alliteration, the repetition of the same sound at the beginning of words in a line of poetry or a sentence. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. An onomatopoeia, when a word sounds like the sound it is describing. Wham. And this is the same thing that I would do as with the similes and metaphors. I would pick 6 different students. They would pick what column they thought. The examples were either onomatopoeia or alliteration. Then discuss why they picked that, why they didn't pick the other, or discuss if they had problems. Move on to hyperbole, which is an exaggeration that is not meant to be taken seriously. We had to wait forever. And then I could pick more students to come up, and they could write some hyperbole examples that they've heard or that they made up themselves. I would probably pick 6 to 8 students to do this, different than the ones from before. I want to get everyone involved in this lesson. That would be part of my informal assessment. Personification, describing human qualities in something that is not a person. My computer died. And then have 4 students come up and fill these in, writing with the pen on the whiteboard. And then, discussion again. And then that is it for the slideshow. So then I would have my students write their own of each, and then turn them in. And that would be an assessment. But then the next day, I think I would probably do a little short quiz over these. So make sure they have the definitions down. I know I would probably put a couple examples in there, say, it's raining cats and dogs. Is that simile, hyperbole, metaphor? And all multiple choice. Wouldn't be too hard. And then once the students got those down, I would want to say at like an 80%, I would move on to using figurative language in poetry, and then we would start a poetry lesson. So this just ties into what we're going to build to learn in the continuing of classes. So, thank you.